We've also observed an increase in vices such as domestic violence, intimate partner violence, teenage pregnancies, as well as child abuse.
A shocking admission by a senior government official. However, Dr. Mercy Mwangangi was quick to reiterate that vices had not taken the forefront to the COVID-19 pandemic.
As a Ministry of Health and as government, we affirm and commit that women and children need to be protected at all costs to prevent them against any violence and abuse.
Education CS Dr. Fred Matiang'i in a recent address questioned the data on teenage pregnancies, citing that it might be a plot by non-governmental organizations that sought to benefit from the vice.
I would like to interrogate the rates of the pregnancies because they look obnoxious. And I'm asking myself as a professor, did these children go and report that they are pregnant? Who is giving us these figures?
Dr. Mwangangi mentioned that the Ministry of Health was investigating the numbers, adding that they shall soon release a report so as to answer questions in regards to the vice.
The ministry considers one pregnancy of a teenager too many, as each girl and boy deserve an equal opportunity to thrive and to be free of health risks.
Once this was done, they would come up with mechanisms that will further be put in place to cushion the affected teenagers.
I'm sure you've seen some of these initiatives across the different counties to ensure that we have one youth-friendly clinics available for these teenage mothers and fathers, to ensure that these services are actually friendly.
Of the 4,171 samples collected in the last 24 hours, 155 tested positive, with 120 being male and 35 female. A 1-year-old is the youngest, while the eldest is a 77-year-old.
We would like to emphasize on one issue that has come to our attention regarding evacuation flights, especially those coming into the country. And we've noted that some passengers on these flights are not adhering to the protocols that have been issued by the ministry. And we would like to clarify that anybody coming back home must have a COVID-free certificate from the country of origin.
Nairobi has the highest number at 104, followed by Busia at 19 and Migori at 10. Total recoveries now tally at 1,782 after 102 were released in the same period. Unfortunately, 3 more succumbed, bringing the total fatalities to 128. Counties are expected to release data on how far they are from meeting the 300-bed capacity as a mechanism to house COVID-19 patients. The battle against COVID-19 continues to stiffen in the country, bringing with it other vices such as teenage pregnancies. As we hope for the best, our actions might be the reason we need to prepare for the worst. The big question is, to what extent have you contributed towards the spread or defeat of COVID-19? Ben Kerera, K24, Nairobi.